That is what happens when you try to throw a 6 cents crushed crankbait 400 yards. Yeah, nice job, Mike. So I'd like to begin this video by saying we all make mistakes. I just make more than most people. The one mistake I did not make, though, is getting a ball. What's a ball? So this video could end extremely depressing, or it could end in blatant, fulfilling happiness. If you guys remember, I put graph glass on my HDS lives because, like I said, I tend to do stupid things a little bit more than your average person, I guess, because we all make mistakes. I make a lot of them. But what happened is we're starting to do a little bit of offshore fishing. And what always happens in spring is you start to kind of transition a little bit. You do some offshore fishing. And with a lot of offshore fishing comes a lot of longer rods, crankbait, which is exactly what we're going to talk about a little bit today. But basically, I got out some longer rods, and yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that. I smashed my graph. So I'm going to show you this graph. Basically, what we're going to do is I haven't peeled that thing off yet. I think it only broke the graph glass. I don't know. I'm really hoping so because I don't want it to break my graph. But basically, this is going to be proof of concept or proof of failure for the graph glass that I put on my HDS Live Lowrance's. So I'm going to take this graph off. I'm going to kind of put it in the sunlight so we can see it. We're going to peel this graph glass off and see if me smashing a crankbait into my unit was protected or it cracked on through. Let's take a look. So basically what I'm gonna do is I got like a little plastic putty knife because obviously I don't want to break, if I didn't break the graph because, you know, the crankbait cracked on through, if the graph glass protected it, I don't want to break the graph using the wrong kind of tool. So I'm gonna kind of like pry up under this to peel the graph glass off, and we will see if these cracks go all the way through to the graph or if the graph was protected. Oh, do you guys see that? That is unbroked, 100%. There's nothing, no crack, no nothing. That is freaking awesome. You have no idea how stoked I am. I have broke 2 graphs in the past like year and a half, and it is an expensive ordeal. And like, I love to fish and I love having these graphs. So when I break them, I save up every dollar I can and I buy another one. But literally this graph glass, I smashed it. You can see kind of where I hit it. I hit the crankbait. I was casting, and with those longer rods, I hit the crankbait right on the corner of it. And this is actually the inside of it, and it didn't even penetrate. You can see it just kind of, let's see if the side shows it. It just kind of spidered and protected it. That is so awesome. The only unawesome part is I gotta order another piece of graph glass and install it, because that literally just saved me $3,000. So proof of concept, we did an install video on the graph glass about, God, like 2 or 3 months ago, and a lot of you guys asked me, have you smashed it yet? Have you smashed it yet? Well, now I've smashed it and it worked. Like, just saved me $3 grand, boys. Just saved me $3 grand.